Hey, where's Jason?
He is not on the premises.
Spinellii, come on, I was just here talking with him 5 minutes ago.
Jason is in deep mourning over the death of his son. He requires solitude and time to deal with this grievous loss. I can take a message.
I got the autopsy report back, and Jason is still the #1 suspect.
Why am I not surprised that the long arm of the law is once again reaching in the wrong direction? I'm deeply offended by your insensitivity. That you would descend upon Costa de Stone Cold with this line of questioning during this time of grief is unconscionable.
Spinellii, I understand Jason is going through a lot of pain right now. I'm actually trying to help.
Your methods of helping are rather obscure.
I do not think that Jason killed Brandon Lowell, okay? So you can relax. Unfortunately, the evidence does say otherwise, okay? The autopsy says that the weapon used was a Beretta. Jason has been known to use one. If a search warrant scares one up, we know Michael has access to it. That means he looks just as good as Jason for the murder. I want to avoid that happening.
Ah, Brusque Lady of Justice, your timing is impeccable. I fear Stone Cold's rights might need protecting since I do not trust the duplicitous detective as far as I can throw him.
Oh, I thought we were buddies now. Spinellii, let's do
So, you've seen the autopsy report?
Yeah, I have. Have you?
Yes.
Great. How did you see it?
Do you reveal your sources, Detective?
All right, well, since you have seen the autopsy report, you know that the murder weapon is more circumstantial evidence pointing at Jason.
My client did not kill Brandon Lowell.
I know.
Then why are you here?
I'm trying to take the light off of Jason and Michael. And since you say you have good resources, maybe you can answer a question for me. Brandon Lowell was able to secure some pretty high-powered legal representation. Angela Dwyer?
I'm familiar.
Okay, well, who does Miss Dwyer represent that might have any motivation to hire her for Brandon?
Angela Dwyer is an excellent litigator. Some might call her brilliant. I certainly wouldn't go that far. But she is a formidable opponent, although she suffers from a deplorable lack of morality, which is evidenced by her client list.
With a client list like yours, I'm surprised you judge.
I have never knowingly participated in any of my clients' alleged illegal activities. Angela Dwyer, however, will bury the body, and then she'll represent the killer. All if the price is right.
Okay, so who do you think Angela Dwyer represents that may have a grudge against Sonny or Jason?
She has knowingly represented most of the rival families in town. In fact, she most recently took a retainer from the Zaccaras.
So why represent Brandon Lowell? He's unconnected.
Because maybe somebody connected wants him back out on the street.
Thank you, Diane. You saved me some time.
Oh, good. Don't get used to it. I'm not in the habit of doing the PCPD's legwork.
All right. See you later, pal.
Toodaloo.
Oh, hey, glad I ran into you. Saves me a trip down to Vaughn's.
Is this an official interrogation?
Yeah, you know what? You want to call your lawyer? What's her name again?
Angela Dwyer.
Angela Dwyer, that is right. You want to hear a coincidence? You know who else she reps? The late Brandon Lowell. So the guy who was found shot to death in the parking lot of your strip club, and you have the same lawyer. It's amazing what little you know and how small this world can be. I've asked around. Angela Dwyer is expensive and unscrupulous.
Don't you love that in a woman?
Yeah, you know, word has it that she would represent the devil himself if he could afford to pay her enough money. But here's the problem. Brandon Lowell was dirt poor and flat broke. How do you think their paths would cross?
Why don't you ask her?
Oh, I will. But, you know, Johnny, all roads seem to lead back to you. You're rep by the same lawyer. The guy was shot to death in the parking lot of your club, and now you're going out of your way to make it your business to give Michael and Abby a heads up.
I'm just helping out one of my ex-dancers and her boyfriend.
Yeah, you're a real helpful guy. Especially when you got something to gain. Like now.